Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you the new video. Today is Saturday, June 1st, 2024, with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App $ ORIONNWSF or the YouTube Super Chat right here. We got some Saturday afternoon baseball. Los Angeles Angels versus the Seattle Mariners. Let's cue up the music, take a look at the thumb, and I'll get into the starting lineups. Let's get it, baby. And on the left, we have left fielder Taylor Ward. And on the right, center fielder Julio Rodriguez. Let's get into the starting lineups for first, the visiting Los Angeles Angels. Leading off for the Angels at second base, Luis Rengifo. Batting second, playing center field, Mickey Moniak. Batting third, playing left field, Taylor Ward. Batting cleanup, batting fourth, first baseman, Willie Calhoun. Batting fifth, DHing this afternoon for the Angels, Kevin Pillar. Batting sixth, catching tonight for Los Angeles, Matt Dice. Batting seventh, playing right field this afternoon for the Angels, Joe Adele. Batting eighth, playing shortstop for LA, Zach Neto. And batting ninth, playing third base for the Angels, Luis Guillorme. And on the mound for the Angels, Reed Detmers. Detmers has got a 3-5 record with an ERA of 5.76. Now let's get into the starting lineup for your Seattle Mariners. Leading off for the Mariners at shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Batting second, playing third base this afternoon, it's Debo Dylan Moore. Batting third, playing center field, no fly zone, Julio Rodriguez. Try downs up, baby. Let's go. Batting cleanup, batting fourth, catching tonight for Seattle, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Batting fifth, playing first base for Seattle, Ty France. Batting sixth, playing right field for the Mariners, Mitch Haniger. Batting seventh, DHing for Seattle this afternoon, Mitch Garver. Batting eighth, playing left field for the Mariners, Luke Raley. And batting ninth, playing second base, Ryan Bliss. And on the mound for the Mariners with a 4-5 record, ERA of 3.48, it's Miller time. It's Bryce Miller. Let's go Mariners. And like I mentioned on every stream, Make sure you guys are taking care of your mental health. You only have one. If you feel like you're slipping into the darkness, make sure you're making minor adjustments to your daily routine so that way you can win the day. Right? Exercise, eat less fast food, maybe cut back on the booze and the partying, spend time with pets and family and your friends, maybe go for a walk and exercise a little bit more. You'd be really surprised on the minor adjustments you can make to your daily routine that can help you win the day. Big fast. Let's go, baby. Daniel in the building, what's good? Jacob in the building, what's good? STL in the building, what's good? I ended up watching a little bit of the Xfinity series that was held here in Oregon at Portland International Raceway. And then I believe that the trucks was rained out, at least when I initially was watching it. And then we're going to end up having the Cup Series tomorrow. We will be doing the Mariner game tomorrow at 1, game number 3 in the set. But I will be watching the NASCAR Cup Series at the same damn time. Let's go, baby. First pitch is going to be here in roughly 4 minutes. We're just waiting for some football to end here on Fox. And it is a triple header on Fox globally. Depending on where you live, you will get a number of matchups that are possible based off your region. Let's go, baby. I am ready. Hope everyone is having a fantastic day. If you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. The goal on every stream will be 20 likes or more. And on the donos, we're still going to try to go for 100 in donos or more on every single stream. And shout out to all the people watching on Twitter/X as well as YouTube. You guys have been great. You know, in the last week or so, we've definitely taken an uptick in subs, in views, as well as donos, and getting more likes on the channel as well. You know, we were normally getting 15 to 20 every once in a while, maybe 25, and as of late, we've been getting 30, 40, 50 plus, and that definitely is going to help the algorithm. And not only that, that's going to help with recommendations to others that are surfing the web and surfing YouTube to be able to come through for the NWSF. So thank you to everyone that has liked, donated, commented, shared on the channel as of late. I love you. I appreciate you. And I hope this ends up being a fantastic matchup. If you ended up missing the stream last night, the Mariners were up 4-0. They were in firm control. Joe Adell pinch hit, got a grand salami late in the matchup to tie it up 4-4. And luckily for our hero, Ty France hit a solo dinger late in the 8th to give us the 5-4 lead. And the final score ended up being 5-4. So I'm hoping that we can hit 5 runs, 7 to 10 hits again. Let's get it, baby. I am ready. Let's go. And let's try to get the first 10 likes within the first hour. And then in the last hour and a half, we should be able to pick up the last 10 or 15, depending on where we're at. So if you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. And like I said, it'll help us out. We're about halfway to the 10 already, so I appreciate that. And again, we have a majority of the people right now watching on Twitter/X. We're about 15 people, but as the game goes along, it should go to 30, 40, 50, 60 people, depending on how good the game is and where we are score-wise late in the matchup. Let's go, baby. Oh, the Modelo Chelada. Oh, my God, bro. I'm telling you, there's a couple flavors in that Modelo Chelada. And again, you know, you'll taste a little bit of the alcohol, but it more or less tastes like just a pineapple drink, you know, and you can kind of taste the booze, the beer part in it barely, but not really. You know, you'll feel what it feels like once you start drinking a few of them. But those tall boys are good to go. Yeah, it just kind of depends on what you want for flavor. They actually have flavors that are going to be a little bit more of a kick, but I haven't drank one in a minute. But from what I remember, they got like a lime version. They got the mango version that's very, very good. That was like my go-to, and the pineapple. And then they have other ones that you can get into as well that are very, very tasty. But again, it's nice kind of switch up, you know, from just drinking Bud Light or Budweiser, or if you're, you know, an IPA guy, or depending on what you like, a draft guy, you know, if you like draft from the bar. But it definitely is a different type of switch up, but it's a nice switch up. It's pretty good. And again, I'm glad that you enjoy it. Let's go. Let's go, baby. That one isn't really that spicy compared to some of the others. You know, they also have like not like a necessarily like a tomato juice version one, but there's like many flavors. Obviously, if you end up looking it up and going to the website or just going to Modelo and then looking it up, you'll be able to see. I don't know how many exactly they have, but the last time that I was buying them, I think they have 5 or 6 to choose from, but not every store is going to carry every single beer. So no worries, Jacob. Good luck with that matchup. Guardians and Royals, my guy. Jason in the building. What's good? Said hi from the Phillies game. Nice to hear. How are you doing, Jason? Hope you're doing well. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Help your boy out. First pitch is going to be here momentarily. Let's go. First game of June. Can you guys believe it's June already? Unbelievable. And on the mound for the Mariners with a 4-5 record, ERA of 3.48. It's Miller time. Bryce Miller. Go, Bryce. Leading off for the Angels, second baseman Luis Rengifo. Batting second, center fielder Mickey Moniak. And batting third, Mr. Everything, since Mike Trout isn't in the lineup, left fielder Taylor Ward. Leading in almost every statistical category the Angels have to offer. Let's go, baby. Hell yeah, football season 2 months away. Let's go, baby. Like, sub, donate, comment, share, help your boy out. Let's go, baby. Hope everyone's having a fantastic Saturday. You know, your boy is. I'll be here tomorrow, 1 o'clock Pacific, for game number 3 in the set, Angels and Mariners. I'll be watching NASCAR Cup Series at the same time. I never miss a race. It's going to be a hell of a weekend. Can't wait. And again, you know, football season just around the corner. And I'm a big college football fan too. Not just the Oregon Ducks, but everybody in college football. So it'll be very exciting once college football gets kicked off, as well as the NCAA video game that's coming back for the first time in 10 plus years. That's releasing pretty soon for a lot of y'all football fans that play video games. And then the NFL as well. First pitch for Bryce Miller to Luis Rengifo, fouled back. 0-1 count. Go, baby. Top of the first, 0-0. Miller on the mound. Big swing and a miss from Rengifo. Behind in the count, 0-2. I like seeing that. And if we can get Bryce Miller with like 3 to 5 Ks within the first 3 innings, then he's going to be pacing for 8 to 10. But again, we haven't seen the best out of Luis Castillo, Bryce Miller, George Kirby, or even Logan Gilbert in his last 3 starts. All of them have been kind of hit or miss. And Kirby, like I said, has a little bit of a knee issue. So thank God Brian Wu, who pitched last night, he's our 5-hole pitcher. He's our number 1 pitcher on the staff right now, believe it or not. Pitches outside. 1-2 count. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Bryce. Rengifo batting .326 so far here in 2024 as a leadoff hitter. 1-2 pitch. Little bloop in front of Luke Raley for a single. Not the way that we want to start off the game with Bryce Miller. Louise, I see you. Next up for the Angels, center fielder Mickey Moniak. Come on, Bryce. And even though we have one of the top 5 pitching staffs in baseball, some people think top 3. At this point, you know, as me being a Mariner fan since the mid-'80s, I don't trust Luis Castillo. I don't trust Bryce Miller. I don't trust George Kirby. Hell, I'm about 50-50 on Logan Gilbert until he gets right. The only one I really trust right now is Brian Wu. So for those other 4, you know, they're really good players, but it's kind of hit or miss this year. It's either they're really, really good or really, really bad, not really anything in between. But also the Mariners hitters have to help these pitchers out to get to 5 runs and 7 to 10 hits. And if we can get that number, we can get wins with any of our pitchers. But when we don't get that number and we're getting 3 runs or less, you're not going to win a whole lot of games in Major League Baseball, as you guys know, being fans of baseball for your respective teams in 2024. You got to get 5 runs, 7 to 10 hits, or you're not going to really have that much of a chance. Unless it ends up being a lower scoring matchup, a pitching duel, big swing and a miss for Moniak, 1-2 count, where you end up getting a win like 2-1. But, in years past, maybe the Mariners were able to get those type of wins. Last year, we were terrible at 1-run games and extra inning games. This year, a little bit better. So it's starting to look like that 2022 season that we had when Julio, Cal, and George Kirby were rookies. And that was the year that we broke the playoff streak after not making the playoffs for 20-plus years. We're making the playoffs this year, and we're trying to win the division. We're trying to be champs of the American League West and the American League overall. But I know the Yankees and Orioles are going to have something to say about that, as well as the Texas Rangers. 1-2 pitch to Moniak. Popped up. Foul. And if you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. Let's try to get to 10 within the first hour. And if you are, active with a Twitter/X account, do your boy a solid and like and retweet the stream on Twitter/X. That'll bring more people here to the stream and help support the channel. Thank you. Thank you so much. 3 more likes to get to 10. There we go. Nice punch out by Bryce Miller, baby. Yes, sir. Nice job, Bryce. It's a good sign. You want to get at least 1 strikeout in that, first inning there. There we go, Bryce. Nice job. First K for Bryce Miller. 1 away. Next up for the Angels, left fielder Taylor Ward. First pitch to Ward in the zone for a strike. 0-1 count. There we go, baby. It is a little weird playing against the Angels with no Shohei Ohtani or Mike Trout. For years and years and years, we would battle. I mean, we've even gotten into a fist fight with the Angel players in, years past. It just feels like not the same. We know that they're the Angels, but obviously this isn't the same type of competitive team that we're used to. But with that being said, we were up 4-0, and then they ended up tying it up 4-4 with a grand salami. So I guess they are still somewhat competitive, but they're not going to be on the same level as the Astros, Rangers, or Mariners this year. Megan in the building. What's good? Sarah in the building. What's good? How are you guys? Hope you guys are having a fantastic Saturday, or for Megan, Sunday. Top of the first. 1 out, runner at first, 2-1 count. Bryce Miller to Taylor Ward. And this is a global broadcast on Fox. Pitch is outside, but into the strike zone. 2-2 count. There's 3 games going on right now on Fox, and it just kind of depends on where you're living globally, on which one that you're able to get access to if you live in the States. 2-2 pitch from Miller to Ward. Get this K, baby. Let's go. Get him. Oh, I think he was out at second. Ooh. Cal Raleigh has been fantastic on throwing guys out at second base this year. Not only is he an amazing leader on the team, he's a catcher, he's a switch hitter, and he's one of the top 5 defensive catchers in baseball. I wouldn't want any other catcher over him. He's out. He's out. Why would they call that safe? That ump is garbage. The ump is sitting right there in front of the second baseman. You see him getting tagged in the butt and the back. Clearly out. Clearly. All right, they're doing the review now. Should be an easy strikeout, and obviously that wasn't even close. There we go. Call overturned. Good job. And we got the punch out. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Hell of a first inning there for Bryce Miller and Cal Raleigh. Fuck yeah. Let's go. Good shit. 2 Ks out of Bryce. That's good shit. Pacing for 12. Not saying that he's going to get 12. He hasn't really been himself this year. But so far, so good for Bryce Miller. I love it. Shout out to Cal Raleigh with his defense from catcher. You know, it's not often that you see a catcher that dominates like Buster Posey or Pudge Rodriguez from the day, back in the day. And I'm glad that we got one in Cal Raleigh. You the man, Cal. All right, let's see who's up here for the Mariners in the bottom of the first inning. Leading off for the Mariners, shortstop J.P. Crawford. Trident's up. Batting second, third baseman. Oh, it's Demo Dylan Moore. And batting third, it's center fielder, no fly zone, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. Trident's up. We need you, baby. That is a good question, Jacob. I mean, obviously, you know, the NFL, college football, wrestling, obviously the Kraken and the Mariners are always going to come first. So I'm not the hugest fan of the NBA, you know, nowadays. You know, the matchup is a little intriguing, you know, with Kyrie and Luka going against Tatum and Brown. I'm not going to do every single game, but there is a chance if the Mariners have a day off and, you know, the Dodgers aren't playing, that I might tap into a game or two of the NBA Finals. It's just, you know, it just kind of depends on what else is going on. I mean, I would rather do, you know, the Stanley Cup Finals and doing the Stanley Cup rather than the NBA Finals. But you never know. We'll see. I might end up doing a game or two, but I'm not going to do every single game of the NBA Finals. I feel if the NBA was like it was in the 80s and 90s, yes, I would do it every single game, 100%. But I don't know, man. It's just not really that entertaining, you know, to me compared to other sports. I feel that the players are lazy. I feel that there's no defense. Centers shoot threes. You know, everyone bitches and moans about, you know, injuries and, you know, obviously, you know, every little thing, you know, load management, you know, I don't know, man. I just feel that the style of play is not what I'm used to. I like that physicality. I like great talent. And I just feel like it's kind of a lazy man game. Like I feel like baseball, football, hockey, wrestling, NASCAR, I feel all those are more entertaining than the NBA. And I get it. It's the NBA Finals, but I don't know. Celtics Mavs really doesn't do it for me. But with that being said, I might end up doing a game or two. But I don't really know if Boston can win. I know I've seen on some of the opening thread and Vegas lines that they have Boston as the favored team. The thing is Boston had a good regular season record, but they don't got no dogs on that team. When the game gets into crunch time, can you really count on Tatum and Brown to win the game for you? I don't think so. You know, with those guys are really good players, but with Kyrie and Luka, those are Hall of Fame players. So there's a difference. So I don't know, man. You know, again, if Dallas is the underdog, I kind of feel Dallas should be the favored team, even though they're the underdog. But I think that, you know, them being the underdog doesn't bother them one bit. But I don't know if I can really see in any scenario Boston really winning it all unless Kyrie or Luka get hurt. That's just my pure thought of it, you know. Because at the end of the game, Kyrie can take it over, either shooting or assisting. Luka can take it over, shooting and assisting. But with Tatum and Brown, like I said, I think that, yeah, they're going to have to get a couple rings for people to buy in that they are like a Hall of Fame type of talent. But as of today, to me, they're really, really good players, but they're not Kyrie and they're not Luka. So some people may agree, some people may disagree. But again, if you were doing a 2-on-2 tournament, who would you want? The best guy with handles in the NBA, Kyrie, or one of the best one-on-one players, Luka, or guys like Tatum and Brown that are good, but they're not great in my opinion. They can still make all-star games, but there's a different level of greatness in my opinion there. Guys that I trust a little bit more. And it's a lot easier for Kyrie and Luka to score 30, 40, 50 than it is for Tatum and Brown. I mean, tell me I'm wrong. I mean, I've watched them play. I know. Bottom of the first, 0-0. J.P. Crawford to first with the walk. We'll take that, baby. Next up, third baseman, it's Demo Dylan Moore. Pitch right down the middle for a strike for Reed Detmers to Demo. But if the Celtics end up winning the championship and winning it all, would I be shocked? No. You know, they were the higher seed. They have home court advantage. They get game 7 at home if it goes that far. You they got a good team. They had a better record than Dallas. But remember, when you end up making the NBA Finals, the Stanley Cup, the Super Bowl, the Natty, sometimes the records go out the window, and it's not about who the best regular season team was. It's about who's hot and healthy going into the finals or going into the very end of the championship game. And I feel Dallas is a little bit hotter, and I feel like the Boston Celtics had a very easy route. They played a lot of shitty teams, and a lot of their superstars that they were supposed to play were hurt. They never went against the top-tier talent because everyone was hurt. Giannis was hurt. Embiid was hurt. Dame was hurt. Jimmy Butler was hurt. Like, tell me, what matchup was really that good in the Eastern Finals or in the Eastern Conference? I feel like they had a very, very easy route, and I kind of feel like the Celtics are a little bit of pretenders, in my opinion. I feel, even though I wouldn't have predicted Dallas to be there, I thought Denver. I thought Jokic and the Joker would probably be there and go back-to-back, but I kind of like Dallas more than I like Boston, if I'm being honest. Next up in the box, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. Yeah, we need to get payback on you for beating us up earlier in the year. Big swing and a miss for Julio Rodriguez behind in the count 0-2. What's new? It seems like Julio gets an 0-2 counts more than any superstar I've ever seen in my life. But if he had like Ichiro type of tendencies or Tony Gwynn or Pete Rose, it wouldn't matter. But unfortunately for Julio, when he gets into an 0-2 count, 9 times out of 10, it usually leads to a strikeout, a pop-up, or a ground out. He normally doesn't get a whole lot there, but now it's 1-2, pitches outside. Hopefully something good can happen here. But again, Kyrie and Luka are Hall of Famers, Tatum and Brown are not. So to me, that's the difference in the series. Julio pops one up, and that one goes foul. Count remains 1-2. And if anyone's got a Twitter/X account, do your boy a solid and like and retweet the stream for you. Megan, Sarah, I saw that both of you have done that for me already. Thank you to the two of you very, very much. And make sure you're smashing the like button on the stream as well. Hopefully we're at 10 likes already, and we can shoot for 20 or more in the stream. Pitches inside, 2-2 count. We got 31 people in the building. Shout out to all the people watching on Twitter/X and YouTube. We need one more person to smash the like button to get to 10. There we go. Thank you so much, whoever that was. We got 15 people watching on the YouTube side, only 10 likes. So for those other 5 people that are watching, if you could do your boy a solid and smash the like button. The other 17 people that are watching on Twitter, they don't have a like button on that side. So that'll definitely help us get to 30, 40, and 50 likes, which we've been getting now within the last few games, which is great. Bottom of the first, 0-0 Angels and Mariners. Runner at first, 3-2 count to Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. Three-two pitch. There we go. That pitch was garbage, but he ended up pulling that baseball towards right field. Nice job, Julio. There we go. That's the Julio that I like. Yes, sir. Nice job, J-Rod. That's my guy. Next up, big dumper, catcher Cal Raleigh. Let's go, Cal. My boy. First pitch. Oh! Cal, back. Oh my gosh, then that one went foul. That one went up 20 rows. Man, if the wind didn't push that one, that would have been a 3-run jack, and that's what we would want. Wow. All right, Cal. Cal batting from the right-hand position. He's not as good as he is as a lefty, but he can still homer from both sides of the plate pretty efficiently. Come on, Cal. 207 average, which is not good, but he's got 11 home runs, 31 ribbies, an OPS of 692, and he's one of the best clutch hitters late in games with Ty France. Big swing and a miss behind in the count, 0-2 to Cal Raleigh. Come on, Cal. You're my boy. Come on, baby. Cal pops it up. Should be a routine play, out of play for the first baseman, and he stumbles. Rengifo and holds the runner to first and second. That was a nice catch by Rengifo. 2 away. Next time, Cal. Next time. Next up for the Mariners, the hero from last night, first baseman Ty France. Let's go, Ty. Come on, Ty. Little dribbler, force out to second, and there it goes. We leave 2 stranded in the bottom of the first. Nice defense by the Angels. We're still knotted up at 0. Let's go to the top of the second. Due up for the Angels, first baseman Willie Calhoun. Batting second, DHing for Los Angeles, Kevin Pillar. And batting third, catching tonight for the Angels, Matt Thaiss. Let's go Mariners. All right, Paisley Pup is in the studio. She misses Dad. You can lay down. Drink in the building. What's good? Take a look at the stat line here real quick. So far, Bryce Miller, 1 inning pitch, 1 hit, no earned runs, no walks, 2 Ks. A great start for Bryce Miller in that first inning. And then let's take a quick peek at Reed Detmers. All right, Reed Detmers, 1 inning pitch, 1 hit, no earned run, 1 walk, 0 Ks. Let's go. In the box for the Angels, first baseman Willie Calhoun. Let's go, M's. Top of the second, 0-0 Angels and Mariners. First pitch to Bryce, to Calhoun. Pitches outside, 1-0 count. Calhoun rips it to right field for a nice bloop single. Next up for the Angels, DHing for Los Angeles, Kevin Pillar. Nice strike right down the middle from Miller to Cal Raleigh. I like that. 0-1 count to Pillar. Primo, what's good, brother? Trying to get this dub. I'll be live tomorrow as well at 1 o'clock Pacific for Game 3 in the set. Popped up. Should be a routine play here for the Mariners. Ryan Bliss. There we go. 1 away. Next up for the Angels, catcher Matt Thaiss. Let's go Mariners. Go M's, baby. I mean, when we were up 4-0, it seemed like, it was in the bag. But then Ron Washington made that great pinch hit substitution for Joe Adele, hit the grand salami. All of us got a little worried, but thank God Ty France has gotten hot as of late. Ty's been playing like the all-star Ty from 2022 with Julio rather than the 2023 version that we saw last year that was a little hurt and a little overweight. Great to see Ty France bring in his A game in 2024. Pitch is out of the zone, 2-0 count. Come on, baby. Top of the second, 0-0 Angels and Mariners. 2-0 pitch for Miller to Theis. Pitches outside, 3-0 count. This looks like it's going to end up being a walk. Pitch from Miller to Theis. Pitches inside, no control for Bryce Miller there. Now we got runners at first and second. I don't like this. And again, as good as Bryce Miller, Luis Castillo, George Kirby, and Logan Gilbert are, they haven't really been that great this year. Logan Gilbert was good for a nice stretch in the last 3 or 4 starts, has been a little shaky. Thank God we got Brian Wu. He pitched for us last night, got us the dub, but for the other 4, they need to catch up to Brian Wu's excellence. Facts. Next up for the Angels, grand salami hitter, right fielder Joe Adele. Better not be hitting any grand salamis on us today. Pitches outside, 1-0 count. Top of the second, 0-0 Angels and Mariners. Runners at first and second. 1 out. We got to have a little mound visit here. Cal Raleigh trying to motivate Bryce, making sure he doesn't lose that confidence and that swagger. That's one great thing that we have, out of Cal Raleigh. I think he's got the best leadership out of any catcher in baseball, considering what he has to manage in those 5 pitchers. Castillo, Kirby, Miller, Gilbert, and Wu. A lot of responsibility. It's almost like being another coach, like an offensive coordinator, and head coach. It's like you got guys that have multiple responsibilities, like a center or a quarterback on the offense in the NFL. They got to know where every player is going to be at, and you got to be able to motivate, not just by your play, but with your words. Top of the second, runners at first and second with 1 out. 2-0 pitch to Joe Adele. 2-0 pitch. Chopped it off himself. Hopefully he's okay. Down to a knee, hobbling a little bit. 2-1 count. Do I think the Dodgers will lose to the Rockies? Well, I mean, if the Dodgers play Dodger baseball, they should be able to beat them. But as we know, anybody can beat anyone on any given day. You got a Guardian City Connect? Nice. I got my old school King Griffey Jr. Stone jersey on right now. This is one of my favorites. It's a lucky jersey, man. I got my first baseball there at T-Mobile with this jersey. Bryce in the zone for a strike, 2-2 count. Yeah, Mariners, you would feel, SLJ, they should win, but that doesn't mean that they're going to. Again, pitching is everything. We have a top 5 pitching staff, but the pitchers, other than Brian Wu, have been really hit or miss. And in a lot of games, we can't hit. We put up 3 runs or less in a lot of games. So unless the pitching is fantastic, yeah, you might be able to win 3-1 or 3-2. But if it's not, then we're losing 4-3, 5-3, 6-3, 6-2, 7-1, sometimes, 6-0. So, you never really know what you're going to get until the pitches start coming out. There we go. Nice K by Bryce Miller. We'll take that. Joe Adele, sit down. Nice job, Bryce. It's Miller time, baby. There we go. Next up for the Angels, shortstop Zach Neto. Harry Ford is one of those guys that I think that they were waiting to see what Cal was going to do. And based on how Cal has played, his leadership, switch hitter, throwing guys out, at second base from the knees, Cal is the foreseeable future catcher for the Mariners. They should never let him go. Because the thing is, if you end up letting Cal go down the road, there's no guarantee Harry Ford is going to be as good as Cal. We hope he is, but we don't really know. So I think Harry Ford's value is going to be as high as it's ever going to be. I don't want us to get rid of him, because we can always have guys like that possibly DH for us, be the backup catcher. We know Garv, obviously him as being the DH has been kind of a failure. Him and Polanco have been failures so far, but Zach Raley has been a success. So we're going to have to kind of wait and see how it all goes. But we got Montez. I mean, I don't know if you follow me on socials, like on Twitter/X, but if you do have a Twitter/X account, you should follow me. I usually go deep diving on a lot of statistics and analytics. I go a lot deeper than any other Mariner fans or Mariner streamers. I like to be able to look at all the stats, and I follow very heavily what's going on single A, high A, double A, and triple A with all our prospects. And we got a lot of them. There's about 4 or 5 guys that we have in the minors right now, not including pitchers, that could end up being everyday players for the Mariners in the next couple years. So, we have to definitely monitor and evaluate, but I don't want to be giving up any of our pitchers or any of our minor league studs, just for a rental for like a Bo Bichette or like a Vlad Jr. I think that would not be smart, Would I love to have a Vlad or a Bo Bichette? Another K by Bryce, of course, but if it's only going to be for a couple months and it's a rental and then they end up going to another team, that's a waste, So again, Harry Ford, I've been watching him, and again, he hasn't really, he's not even on AAA yet. Usually you're going to see Harry Ford's, kind of going from single A, high A, double A ball, and he's been putting up some stats, but he's not the only one. They got other guys up there that are just as good as Harry Ford, if not better, like Montez and a few others. So, but if you end up following me, I can always send you some information if you want to know a little bit more about what's going on with the Mariner organization. But me and Reflect, are probably the guys that go the deepest for the Mariners. We were always sharing information back and forth. I follow a lot of the beat writers, a lot of the guys that are stat guys. They're not employed by the Mariners, but, they love the Mariners and they deep dive in the stats. And I follow a few of those guys as well, and then kind of trade information back and forth based on how things are going. So, or I'll follow you back. Boom. I got you. Or I'll send you a graphic to show you what we got cooking. Let me see if I can find it here. I got to go back. I have so many posts, it's just ridiculous. I got to go back a little bit here, but I will find it. But it's always good to deep dive and go a little bit deeper than most people are willing to go. Because the deeper you go, the smarter you're going to be. You're going to be smarter not only on the Mariners, but also, predictions and just, overall, where the direction of the Mariners and where we're going. Where is it? I'm scrolling. It's got to be getting here close. Where are you? All right, here we go. I'm going to send you something real quick here. That way you'll have someone to keep an eye on. All right, Primo. I'm sending you a message, and I'll send you this little graphic. So these are the players that you want to keep an eye on, as of today, and there might be others that are coming up. I just sent you a message on there, but I'm always deep diving on that end. So go to the bottom of the second. 0-0 Angels and Mariners. Next up in the box is Mitch Haniga. Go, Mitch. But every day, I mean, I'm usually, reading and doing a lot of film study. There's a lot of people that have channels, on YouTube and Twitch. But I don't really think a lot of people are as dedicated as the NWSF. There's a lot of channels that say they are. But again, based off my reputation, the ESP, the predictions, and shit actually coming true, I feel like the work here speaks for itself. But again, I'm usually doing 4 or 5 hours every day of reading, not only on the baseball side and just Mariners, but baseball, basketball, football, hockey, NASCAR, wrestling, and then I'm usually doing about an hour or two of film. Once we're in NFL and college football season, I usually do more. So, if you want to be able to figure out, the best place for info, it's going to be here. Pitches in the zone to Mitch Garver. Pitches a ball, 1-0 count. I got you, man. Appreciate the follow and the follow back. And I'm not the only Pacific Northwest team that I don't follow is the Seahawks. But again, I still follow them as if they were my own team, because I live here in Oregon, and obviously we get a lot on the Seahawks side, living in Oregon or Washington. So again, anything Seahawk wise that I'll be able to see, I can pass that along to you as well. But I try to make it every team as my own. That way I go deep diving. That way I don't have the bias. And that way I can kind of connect with every single fan base and every fan of any team. Doesn't matter where you live or what team or player you root for. As long as you're not biased and you can keep an open mind and you appreciate greatness. That's really what it's about. It's not necessarily about the team name on the front. It's about the name on the back of the jersey. 2 away. Next up is left fielder Luke Raley. Let's go, Luke. Yeah, I get if the Seahawks would have had defensive players in the 90s, like, top guys, like a Warren Sapp, Derek Brooks, John Lynch, Rondé Barber, guys like that fit my personality. Yeah, I would be a Seahawks fan for sure. It would be, Blazers, Ducks, Mariners, Kraken, Seahawks. But again, I was more of a Niner kid growing up, watching Joe Montana and Jerry Rice, but I didn't want to be a bandwagon Niner fan. Like, oh, look at me, 4 championships in the 80s with Montana and Rice, and then 1 in 94 with Steve Young and Dion. I didn't want to be that guy. And I also kind of knew that they weren't going to win again. They weren't going to probably get a quarterback like Steve Young or Joe Montana afterwards. And I was right. They haven't won a Super Bowl since. And I just waited another year or two. Warren Sapp and Derek Brooks got drafted by the Bucks. John Lynch was already there. Then they had Allstott, and I was like, you know what? This fits my personality to a T, and that's how I became a Buck fan. And again, if the Niners or the Seahawks would have had defensive players, on top tier level back then, maybe I would have been a Niner or a Seahawk fan. But that was the reasoning, because I'm a defensive-minded fan, not an offensive-minded fan like 95% of fans that are out there. Not that I don't like quarterback, running back, wide receiver, or tight end, but I appreciate D-line, D-end, D-tackle, linebackers, corners, safeties, offensive line, special teams, coaching. That's the shit that I appreciate a little bit more. I feel like quarterback, running back, wide receiver, and tight end are kind of overrated. You need those players, but they're not as important as people think. O-line and D-line is what makes you win in football. Of course, you need a good quarterback. That's not any kind of doubt there. You need a definitely a serviceable quarterback. But again, O-line and D-line, that's what makes, the car go. That's like the gasoline in the Ferrari or the Lambo on the football field. And if we got, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, you got all these great weapons, but if your O-line stinks and your D-line stinks, you're not going to be able to win the Super Bowl. You're not going to go deep. So that's kind of where I'm at, as a defensive-minded fan. And most fans that are out there that are offensive-minded fans, there's nothing wrong with it, because the game is portrayed, to be more offensive, minded, quarterback play, running backs, wide receivers, tight ends. I just like to be able to root for the players that don't get any appreciation or love, like O-linemen, and the defense and coaching. Big facts. Cortez Kennedy. Yeah. I love Cortez. Cortez was nice. I always appreciated his game. There was always, some guys that were there, but they just, and like the Niners had Dion in 94, and I love Dion on the Niners. That was awesome. But, once he left to the Cowboys in 95, I already knew wherever Dion went after the Niners won the Super Bowl in 94 that they were going to win the Super Bowl. And then when he went to the Cowboys, they won. If he would have stayed on the Niners in 95, the Niners would have repeated. They would have went back to back. But again, it shows you like how good Dion was back then in the 90s. He pretty much shut down that whole side of the field. And, people want to talk about like Revis Island and how good, Darrelle Revis was with the Jets. He was great, in his time. He was a legend, right? But he wasn't Dion. Dion could do punt return, kick return, wide receiver. He could end up getting you a kick return for a touchdown, a punt return for a touchdown. He could run a reverse for a touchdown. There was just nobody like Dion, and there hasn't been anyone like Dion since Dion. Fact. Go to the top of the third inning. We're still here knotted up at 0. June 21st at 1 Eastern at 10 a.m. Possibly. Like I said, I usually don't do a lot of the morning games because, the likes, the subs, the views, and the possible donos aren't going to be very good, that early in the morning. But again, it kind of just depends on the schedule that I have with Paisley. But if I know that we're going to be able to, hit a decent number, I'm not opposed to doing a game at 9 or 10 in the morning. But I have to make it make sense. This is my full-time job, and I can't be doing stream after stream hitting like zeros and donos. So I can't guarantee you that I'm going to do that particular matchup at 10 in the morning, but there is a chance. Pitch is in the zone for a strike. To Guillorme, top of the third, 1-1 count. Come on, Bryce. Go, baby. Chopped off himself. 1-2 count. To Luis Guillorme. All right, yeah, I'll pull that up here once we get into a commercial break. Pitch in the zone. Got him. There we go, Bryce. Yes, sir, baby. It's Miller time. Let's go. Another K for Bryce Miller. 5 Ks for Bryce. This is the best start he's had in a minute. It's been a while. And again, he's got potential to hit 10 Ks, just like Luis Castillo, right? Just like George Kirby, just like Logan Gilbert and Brian Wu, but just they haven't really been able to do it as of late. So it's always nice to see someone, on pace to do it. It's still early, but he's on pace right now, and I love it. Next up, we're at the top of the order. Second baseman, Luis Rengifo, 1 for 1 with a single in the first. Popped up. Julio, no fly zone. There we go, 2 away. Next up for the Angels, center fielder, Mickey Moniak. Pitch in the zone for a strike to Moniak. 0-1 count. Top of the third, 0-0 Angels and Mariners. Wow, off the wall. Julio couldn't get to it. Moniak. Wow, that was a hell of a hit. Nice double there for Mickey Mo. All right, Mickey Mo, I see you. Next up, left fielder Taylor Ward, and hopefully we can get out of this inning with no runs scored. Come on, Bryce, settle in. Like Julio was a little shallow there on that coverage. If he was a little bit deeper, he might have been able to get that. Yeah, I love the photo. I love the backpack. I love the wallet. And man, the glow in the dark looks awesome. I'm a big Star Wars, Marvel, sport memorabilia, toy kind of guy, Transformers, Ninja Turtles, G.I. Joe. So anything Star Wars that comes up, yeah. And especially if it ends up being something like on the dark side with like Darth Vader or Darth Maul. That's exactly my wheelhouse, just like you. Taylor Ward 0 for 1, top of the third, 2 outs, runner at second, 0-1 pitch from Miller to Ward. Check swing in the top of the zone for a strike, behind him the count 0-2. Go Bryce. Like, sub, donate, comment, share, help your boy out. If you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. Help us get to 20 likes. We got 15 people watching on YouTube, 21 on Twitter/X, but they got no like button over there. So I am relying on a lot of the people on the YouTube side to do your boy a solid. We're 6 away from 20. We're at 14. Let's get to 20 so that way we can hopefully get closer to 30 or 40. 6 more likes to get to 20. Let's go. And we'll be shooting for 100 in donos like we are on every stream. And hopefully we'll get some of those numbers rolling in at some point before the stream is over. Top of the third, 0-0, Angels and Mariners. Runner at second, 2 outs, 1-2 pitch from Miller to Ward, incoming. Go Bryce. Pitch is outside, 2-2 count. Two pitch, top foul. All right, let me pull up these Darth Maul bags. All right, let's go, baby. Let's go, Bryce. Top of the third, 2 outs. Runner at second, 0-0. 2-2 pitch. Pitch is outside, 3-2 count. Count is full. To Taylor Ward. Come on, Bryce. There we go. Bryce Miller with another K. Is that number 6? Fuck yeah, baby. This is the best start Bryce has had in like a month. Let's go. Nice job, Bryce. Miller time, baby. Good shit. 6 Ks for Bryce Miller. Fuck yeah. Basing for 12. Not saying that he's going to get 10 or 12, but so far so good. There we go. Due up for the Mariners in the bottom of the third. Second baseman, 0-0, Ryan Bliss. Batting second, 0-0 with a base on ball, shortstop, J.P. Crawford. And batting third, 0-1, third baseman, Dylan Moore. And this is the Darth Maul Star Wars officially licensed bag. Fire. Love that. And then glow in the dark. Man, that's cool. That's fire. I love it. Super sweet. Like I said, I got a lot of different Darth Maul figures and Darth Vader figures and whatnot, but I don't got anything cool like that, like a bag. Very cool. All right, let's go to the bottom of the third inning. 0-0, Angels and Mariners. Take a look at the stat line real quick for both pitchers. All right, Bryce Miller, 3 innings pitched, 3 hits, 0 earned runs, only 1 walk, that's key, and 6 Ks. Love that. His ERA is down from 3.48 to 3.33. 51 pitches in, 33 of them for strikes. 4-5 record. Let's try to get him to 5-5. And then let's take a cool look here at Reed Detmers. We're not haters here. All right, what's Reed up to? Reed has got 2 innings pitched, 1 hit, no earned runs, 1 walk, 0 Ks, 5.61 ERA. So we'll take that. You know, and we'll see if he ends up getting any Ks before he ends up going out. But again, even though he doesn't have any Ks, the game is still 0-0. So a lot of pop-ups and ground outs. So there we go. And the Mariners are the #1 strikeout team in baseball by a lot. So,
crazy. Like I have a bunch of stats that I can end up sending Primo, but they are the number one team in strikeouts at this point. Out of all teams that have played baseball in like 100 years plus, they are the number one team this year. Not a good stat line to be had, but again, we're still first place and we're still 5 games over 500. So pitching has been hit or miss. We're a bottom 10 hitting team. We strike out the most out of any team in baseball, but we're still in first place. And it shows you we only have room to go up. And if we can ever figure out how to strike out about half as less as we are now, right? And then we can end up being maybe a top 15 hitting team instead of being a bottom 10. The Mariners can go from being one of the top 3 or 4 teams in the American League, and we can shoot all the way up and being one of the top 1 or 2 teams in baseball, not just in the American League, but if pitching gets better, hitting gets better, the bullpen gets better, and we figure out not how to strike out so goddamn much, we could end up being like the top team in the American League, and maybe they're one of the top teams overall. I'm not saying that we're there yet. I'm not saying that we're going to do that this year, but there's so much potential. There's so many bad things that have happened to the Mariners this year, and we're still in first place. So that means a lot. And it's going to come down to the Rangers, the Mariners, the Orioles, and the Yankees. And then you got to throw in the Guardians, the Royals, and the Twins, obviously in the Central. But I feel with those 3 teams, they're good, but I feel like the Mariners, the Rangers, and the Orioles and Yankees are slightly better. Even though that, some of those teams have a better record than Seattle today. I know that the Royals and the Guardians, I know what their win-loss record is, but I think, based off our pitching staff and who we have in the lineup, I think that a lot of people, the outsiders looking in, would be leaning towards a little bit on the Seattle side. But we'll see where things go in 2024. Main thing is we just want to make the playoffs, win the division, win the American League West. Nice walk to Ryan Bliss. And hopefully we can make an opportunity to the ALDS and then hopefully the ALCS. And then we're still looking to make our first World Series appearance in our team's history. And hopefully that will be this year. Yeah, the Battlehawks almost blew it though. They had I saw the end of the game because it was on Fox there. They were only up by 1, and then they ended up going for it, and getting sacked there at the end, had to punt, and then they had a couple completions. Sliding in safe, baby, Ryan Bliss. There we go. But they hung on. Nice job, Ryan. Nice stolen bag there by Ryan Bliss. We got a lot of speed. And we're going to have to use that speed, since there's no shifting anymore and you have the pitch clock rules, being able to have fast, athletic players that can steal bags and go from first to second to put you in runners in scoring position to be able to try to get a better percentage to score runs is very crucial in the MLB in 2024. Oh, 1 pitch to J.P. Crawford. In the zone for a strike, behind in the count 0-2. Come on, JP. Unfortunately, we're not going to have Ham Swaggerty running around the bases because that's another individual that's injured right now that we could definitely plug in, and he has a lot of speed as well. But we have others. Jonathan Clase's got speed. JP's got speed. Julio's got speed. Demo's got speed. So we got enough guys at the moment, but prayers up for Sam Haggerty. Hopefully that leg will heal up with the Achilles and we'll be able to see him back next year. Bottom of the third, 0-0, Angels and Mariners. Runner at second, Ryan Bliss with the stolen bag. 1-2 pitch from Detmers to Crawford. Crawford, little bloop. Caught. Throw to third to keep Bliss honest. 1 away. Next up, third baseman, Demo Dylan Moore. Let's go, Demo. And if you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. Get us to 20. And that way we can shoot for the next goal of 25 to 30. And we'll still be shooting for 100 in donos on every stream. Let's go. First pitch from Detmers to Moore. Oh, almost a balk. go, baby. Pitch is outside. 1-0 count. Nice to see Bryce Miller, with this kind of strong matchup, but we need to get hits and runs to help him out. Can't have him get 10, 11, 12 Ks and score 0 runs. Come on, Mariners. 1-0 pitch from Detmers. Bliss. Not only does Ryan Bliss go from first to second and he stole that bag, he just went from second to third and stole that bag as well. Let's go, Ryan. Safe to second. Safe to third. Here we go. Nice job, Bliss. And Ryan Bliss was a part of the trade for Paul Sewald. We got Josh Rojas, Hollywood, right? Dominic Canzone and Ryan Bliss for Paul Sewald. So I would say that the Mariners ended up winning that trade. And Andres Munoz has been fantastic as being the closer now. A nice 3-for-1, and now all 3 of them are getting playing time. Awesome. Pitch is outside. Jonathan Clase's got some fucking lightning speed too. I mean, we got about 4 guys that have that lightning speed. I mean, it might not be like Ellie De La Cruz, where you got a guy that's like 6'5" that can steal bags like these little guys. But I love what I'm seeing out of Ryan Bliss, stealing second and stealing third. Like, what are we going to see him do? Steal home? The crowd will go nuts if something like that happens, But we don't want to have him do it and get called out. Then you just look like a fucking idiot. You're overly aggressive, trying to be a hero. Reflect in the building. What's good? Oh, you're getting 0 fantasy points out of Detmer. 0 Ks. You're not getting anything. Sorry, bud. Not today. Because, I mean, if Detmers was going to have a great day, he would already have like 6 Ks right now or 7, like our guy Bryce Miller, and he's only got 1. There's still a chance for him to get 5 or 6 before the game is over. Now he got his first strikeout right there. But again, not the ideal day for him. You didn't have anybody better than Detmers for your fantasy team? That's rough, bro. Oh, you picked him last night? Bottom of the third, runner at third, Ryan Bliss, 2 outs, and we got Julio Rodriguez in the box. Let's see if Julio can get a nice little RBI knock. Let's go, baby. Go, Julio. Just get a single, baby. I don't even need a home run right now. Just give me a little single, right? Big swing and a miss, 1-1 count. The last time when he was up, it was 2-2 or 3-2, and it ended up being a ball, but he chased it and pulled the pitch into right field for a nice single. And I don't mind, just keep your eye on the baseball and have some plate discipline. There we go. Let's go, baby. I like this, Julio. That's my guy. Bring that electricity in the lineup and stop worrying about home runs and start thinking about RBIs and getting hits, and that'll help us win games. In the first part of the season, he was trying to hit a home run at every single at-bat, and it was hurting us. Right now, he understands that, hey, I can just get a single, I can get an RBI, and that's going to be just as good as hitting a homer. Instead of it being 2-0, it's 1-0, but you're keeping the flow of the game going and keeping those positive vibes in the dugout. Let's go. 1-0 Mariners. Nice RBI by Julio. Hell yeah. 1-0 Mariners. Next up, big dumper, catcher Cal Raleigh. Let's go. Not as hot as it was yesterday in Oregon. It's about 70 degrees, a little overcast. But me and Paisley went on 2 really, really long walks, enjoyed what we saw, went to a couple parks and whatnot. And after the game is over, we'll end up going for another one. Thank you, Reflect. We were at a 0. I was hoping that we would get, maybe an individual or 2 to be able to help out, and you came through. Thank you so much. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, a little cactus deck. Bang, bang. $20 holla, 80 to go. Appreciate you very, very much. Let me know any photos you want of past or present Mariners or anything that you is on your mind at the moment, and I'll be able to throw that up for you. Thank you so much. And we've been doing much better with the subs. We've been gaining quite a few subs each day, which is always a great thing to see. And we've been getting more on the likes. Normally we'd be hitting around 15 to 20. Now we're hitting, 30, 40, 50 in the last few streams. And that's a really good sight to see, not only from the people on the Twitter/X side, but the people on the YouTube side. Popped up. We leave Julio stranded, but the damage is done. 1-0 Mariners. Oh, it's cool, man. All right, so Megan got this really cool Darth Maul wallet and backpack. And I'm a huge Star Wars guy, and Darth Maul is my ultimate favorite. And I think that's Megan's favorite, too. So we got something in common based off, like, figures and statues and merch like this. But I don't own anything like this. So this is what the bag looks like, just in normal color, normal, lighting, and then glow in the dark. Woo! With the horns glowing like that. That's so cool. Very neat. Like, this is something that I would buy, like I said, as a collector. Awesome. All right, we're in the end of the third inning. Let's go to the top of the fourth. Let's see who's up here for the Los Angeles Angels. Due up for the Angels, 1-for-1, first baseman Willie Calhoun. Batting second in the 5-hole, DHing this afternoon for the Angels, Kevin Pala. And batting third, catching today for the Angels, Matt Thaiss. Let's go Mariners. You can always use the streaming links to watch the game, even if you don't got Apple TV. You just have to know where to go, and then you can watch any game in any location, anywhere in the world. Oh, fuck yeah, I'm excited. You kidding me? David in the building. Phillies in the building. How are you, bro? Glad to see the Phillies are starting off fast and furious, and I hope it keeps up for you guys. Yeah, Acolyte's going to be badass. I've watched everything just like Megan has. I mean, as soon as The Mandalorian came out, I already fell in love with that right away. And, every single other series that they put out, I've watched, and I've enjoyed every single one. Now, again, if you're comparing it to the movies, like if you're going to be like a Star Wars snob, of course, some people like the old movies with Harrison Ford. Some people like the newer ones, where they had Natalie Portman, like in the 90s. And sometimes people only like one set of the movies, not the other set. They like the old or the new. And then you get the people that like the old school movies, but they hate all the new stuff. There's going to be different levels of the Star Wars snobbery, right? Where you're going to be kind of a snob on what you like and what you don't like. But for someone like me that collects the toys, collects like the movie posters, all the memorabilia, I love everything Star Wars. So as long as the writing is good, and I already know, you're going to have a different types of actors and actresses, but as long as they keep the theme, relatively the same, the writing is good, the acting is good, it's just set in a different timeline, I don't mind. I love it. It's something I really look forward to when they have these new releases. And honestly, they're better than the, monthly or bi-monthly Marvel or DC movie that comes out. Every once in a while, you'll get a gem like Black Panther that, that maybe people didn't think was going to be as groundbreaking as it was with Chadwick Boseman, right? Like, I don't think people anticipated Black Panther being as good as like an Avengers movie, but it ended up being just that, right? But as far as the Star Wars, like sub-series that are on Disney Plus, they are all solid, man. Like I said, the music is good, the acting is good, storyline is good, and the overall action is good. It's never boring. But again, it all depends if you're in love with Star Wars like I am, or you don't give a shit. Everyone's got their own thing. Popped up, one away. Popped up, two away. Let's go, baby. Next up, DHing for the Angels, Kevin Pala. Eugenio Suarez got hurt. That's not good. Julio back to the warning track. There we go. 2 away. I think it all depends on the connection you have with the actors and the actresses. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's just like any other show. Sometimes you'll fall in love with a particular actor or actress. Like, you know, like if you watch Sons of Anarchy, you know, and you ask a poll of 10 people, they probably don't have the same favorite character as each other. You know, obviously you have Jax and you have certain guys, but there's going to be certain people that are in that show that might be someone that you're leaning a little bit towards more connection-wise than others. But again, you know, for someone like me, I mean, I've loved every single one of them. I haven't, you know, had an issue with any of them. And again, there's going to be some that are a little bit better than the others. Like, I feel like The Mandalorian, you could argue that series might be better than all of the other ones slightly, but, you know, based on who's in it with Pedro Pascal and Grogu and whatnot. But again, I feel like all of them are solid. Throw to first. There we go. 3 up and 3 down. 1-0 Mariners. Let's go to the bottom of the 4th. And I feel like if you go into the Star Wars, you know, shows, don't have any opinion of it. Don't have any expectation. Don't go in thinking it's going to be a 5 or going into it, oh, it's going to be a 10. Just don't go in with any expectations and just enjoy it for what it is. And then once you get through with it, you know, and then you can kind of evaluate if you liked it or not. But I know, you know, like you said, you tried watching Andor. I like that one, you know, but again, it all depends if you had a connection with the characters or not. And if you don't have a connection with the characters, then you're not going to like it as much. But if you do, then, you know, you're going to be a little bit more fond of that particular show. So I feel that's, you know, legitimate with anything. So. Eric in the building. What's good? Let me throw up a couple throwback photos for Reflect. Like, sub, donate, comment, share, help your boy out. Some goats, you know. One more, baby. Let's go, baby. Bottom of the 4th, 1-0 Mariners. Let's go. Next up, one of the hottest hitters for the Mariners as of late, looking like an all-star like he did in 2022, Ty France. Big swing and a miss behind in the count 0-2. Come on, Ty. He was a hero last night with that home run to give us that 5-4 lead after we had a 4-0 lead, and Joe Adell came in from Ron Washington's pinch hit move, and he hit a grand salami to tie it up 4-4. Thank God for Ty France hitting that solo dinger in the 8th to give us that 5-4 win. Yeah, and I think one thing about the Star Wars, series, they all have really amazing fight scenes. So it's always a lot of action, not as much talking as people think. You know, obviously you have to build character development and you have to build the plot and the storyline, but they never drag it out where you're going to get like an hour straight of just talking. You know, you're going to get action, and I think that's a big part of Star Wars too. You know, searching for individuals, battle scenes, the strategy, the fight scenes, the battle scenes. I can't wait. 2-2 pitch. Got him. Big K for Detmers. All right, Reed, I see you. Reed Detmers with his second K of the game. 3.1 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, and 2 Ks for Reed Detmers. We're not haters here. Next up, everyone's favorite Mitch Haniga. Go, Mitch. Palpatine. I mean, after George Lucas ended up selling it, to Disney and whatnot, I mean, really, there's no limit on where they can go. I mean, you look at any character that has ever been in Star Wars, you could end up doing a backstory on pretty much anybody. It just depends on if you have good writers to be able to come up with a good enough plot and a good enough series of shows to make it worth watching. Like the Boba Fett, Jango Fett. I always enjoyed that character in the toy line. But it'd be really cool if they ended up doing a Darth Maul. Like even Darth Maul in the movies, he didn't last that long. Like I feel like Darth Maul is such an epic character that that would have been a character that should have been around in the Star Wars universe a lot longer than he was. Shit, he's my favorite character. I mean, I like Darth Vader. I like Darth Maul. I like the Sith. But it's like probably the most iconic, villain that didn't really have a long run. And maybe that's why a lot of us love him so much, with the double lightsaber and just, we didn't really get to see enough of him. So something about that red and black face paint too, just incredibly dope. 3-2 pitch from Detmers to Haniger. Yeah, but not the same though. Clone Wars animated isn't going to be the same as doing it like a live action like The Mandalorian, or doing it how they did with the others. I get it. It's like, okay, they went that route, but I want to see it where, just like The Mandalorian and Obi-Wan and all the others, like that type of storyline. Nice hit by Haniger, baby. Next up for the Mariners, 0 for 1, DHing for Seattle, Mitch Garver. Bottom of the 4th, runner at first, 1-0 Mariners. Yeah, and I love cartoons, so watching cartoons is something I do on the daily. And no matter how old I get, I will continue to, watch Rick and Morty and The Simpsons and King of the Hill and, anything in between, Transformers, G.I. Joe, Ninja Turtles. Like, it literally is something I watch on the daily. Like, there isn't a day that goes by that I don't watch a minimum of an hour a day. Usually it's longer than that, so. Come on, Garv. 0-2 pitch. Got him. Reed Detmer starting to catch a little fire here as of late. Started off slow. 3rd K now for Reed. Next up for the Mariners, left fielder Luke Raley. Takes a pitch high, 1-0 count. Bottom of the 4th with 2 outs, runner at first, 1-0 Mariners. Pitch is low and outside, 2-0 count. Lauren with the like and the share. Appreciate you, Lauren. Trident's up, my guy. How are you? Pitch is outside, 3-0 count. Go, baby. Takes a pitch for a strike, 3-1 count. Come on, Luke. We might have to wait for these pitchers to go out, and we'll have a nice little race in the 7th, 8th, and 9th to see what we get. Chop foul. Let's go, Ems. Runner at first. 1-0 Mariners. 3-2 pitch. Chop foul. I bet. With the little devil horns. Eyebrow raise. He gave you the Rock Dwayne Johnson eyebrow raise when he saw it. There we go. Nice walk for Luke Raley. Luke Raley to first. We got runners at first and second now with 2 outs. Next up, second baseman Ryan Bliss. Get him on base. Where are we sitting at likes? Have we hit 20 yet? Hopefully we're at 20 by now. Where are we at? All right, we're at 18, 19. We need one more person to smash the like button that's on the YouTube side or someone from the Twitter/X side to do it, and we'll hit the goal. We're at 19 right now. 13 on the YouTube side, 22 on the Twitter/X side. So we should be able to get to 20, 25, maybe even close to 30 before the game ends. First plate appearance for a walk for Ryan Bliss. 2 stolen bases and a run. Come on, Ryan. Pitch is inside. 1-0 count. He said more than one confession. 1-0 pitch. Into the dirt. Almost wild there. Wow. Prevents the runner from going from second to third there. Good defense. Let's go, Ems. Pitch is outside. 3-0 count. There we go. Nice eyes by Ryan Bliss. Bases loaded, baby. Yeah. Next up, with the bases loaded and 2 outs, a great opportunity for shortstop J.P. Crawford. Let's go, J.P. Come on, JP. So in the area that you live, is there a lot of people that watch American sports like the NFL, or are you like just that hardcore fan that everyone looks at as like being like the fanatic, and like everyone else is just doing like the lacrosse, rugby, kind of the main things that are in Australia? Is in your area, is there a lot of people that like follow baseball, basketball, football, and hockey, or are you like that fanatic fan? Because I imagine there's going to be some people in Australia that follow American sports, but your particular region where you're living, I imagine you are the super fanatic. Nothing wrong with that. Father Paul, forgive me. It's my boy, Darth. Darth who? Maul. Bottom of the fourth, bases loaded, 1-0 Mariners. 1-1 pitch from Detmers to Crawford. Fouled it back. 1-2 count. So it's safe to say you're probably like the only Seahawk fan that you've seen out there. Have you seen anybody wear any NFL jerseys out there besides yourself? Or just like representing American sports teams where you live? Chop foul, 2-2 count. Back. Come on, baby. J.P. Crawford, 3-run dinger, baby. Let's go. Grand salami, baby. J.P. Let's go. One grand salami to another. Joe Adele to J.P. Crawford. Fucking A. That's electric, baby. Woo! Let's go. Yes. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about, baby. 5-0 Mariners. Trident's up, baby. Unbelievable. Let's go. Let's go. Hell yeah. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Wow. We can say goodbye to Detmers now. Thanks. That was a very questionable move to keep him in there. I'm not saying that, that would have happened with the guy in the bullpen, but we'll take that. Wow. Our guy, JB. Let's fucking go! Get out the ride, Brad and Master. Grand salami time! Woo! Hell yeah. Oh, my phone is blowing up right now. Let's go. Hell yeah. Go for J.P. Crawford's for my boy Reflect here. Good shit, man. Nice job, JP. Way to open the game up. Yes, sir. Offensively, defensively, what can JP not do? Yes, sir. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We got all of that too. Zach in the building. What's good, brother? Big facts. Especially when JP and Julio both do something good offensively, it's hard to beat us. You know, when Julio and JP are rolling at the top of the order, you know, chances are, you know, things are probably going pretty good for us. Oh yeah, we definitely need the Moose, man. We don't need the Moose for like a rally. We just need the Moose to celebrate. He needs to join the party. Man, unbelievable. Now we got Demo, Dylan Moore. Fouls that one back, 1-2 count. Come on, Demo. Demo pops that one foul. Mariner Moose fucking loves it. Maurice. In the box with a 5-0 lead in the bottom of the fourth with 2 outs. Third baseman this afternoon, Demo, Dylan Moore. Let's go. Pitches outside, 2-2 count. And it shows you when you end up, you know, leaving a pitcher in like one pitch or one batter too late. You know, this happens to the Mariners all the time. You know, where we have a guy and he's starting to struggle, gives up a guy at first and then another one at second, and then all of a sudden it's bases loaded. Like, you know, oh, all we got to do is just get one out. All we got to do is just get one out. But then you never get that out. And then sometimes, you know, it leads to 1 run and then 2 and 3, sometimes even 4, like we had with that grand salami. But I'm glad we're on the positive end of this, not the negative end like last night. Yes, I will. I will. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, a little Cactus Jack bang bang. $5 holla. There goes Demo. All right, end of the fourth inning. Let's go to the top of the fifth. 5-0 Mariners. Yeah, baby. Fourth career grand slam for JP. Let's go. Let's go, baby. So much moose, not enough time. Joe Adele with that big swing. Oh, I got one more. We're not done. We're not done yet. Let's go. Hell yeah. Let's go, Bryce. Joe Adele is in the box. Behind in the count 0-2. He had a grand salami yesterday, but hopefully we'll keep it to a minimum for him today. Big swing and a miss. Got him, baby. You know what time it is? It's Miller time, baby. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Bryce Miller, 7 Ks, baby. Pacing for 10. Next up for the Angels, shortstop Zach Neto. Did some blitz. Pitch is in the zone. 1-1 count. Top of the 5th. 5-0 Mariners. Eight Ks for Bryce Miller. Bliss on the break. Let's go. $20 holla. Let's go, Bryce. Miller time, baby. 8 Ks. Good stuff. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks. Cactus Jack, bang, bang. $20 holla. Thank you so much. See what I can dig up here. Seahawks. Twist. Looks like they've gone through 3 different variations of the Blitz costume, based on what I'm seeing over the years. Let's go, baby. Next up for the Mariners, Julio Rodriguez. 2 for 2 with an RBI. Keep it moving, baby. Julio popped it up foul. 0-2 count. Oh, it almost hit Julio there. Hit him on the bat. Count remains 0-2. Mascots are definitely a very underrated piece of the game. You know, I feel that, like, you know, people like take the mascots sometimes for granted. Sometimes people don't, but I feel like a majority of people kind of do. But if you actually, you know, look at, you know, the presence that the mascot does bring, you know, if you have a cool one, and luckily for us fans here in the Pacific Northwest, we have really cool ones. It can make a big difference, you know, in the matchups for sure. Especially when they're, you know, strategically placed at certain, you know, places in the stadium or arena, getting the crowd hyped up at certain key moments. Which is outside, 2-0 count. Appreciate you. Rio count to big dumper Cal Raleigh. Go, baby. Bottom of the 5th. That's a pop up about 5 miles. Let's see if they. Wow. Rengifo with a great defensive play there. I won't hate on him. 2 away. Nice job, Rengifo. Next up for the Mariners, first baseman, Ty France. 0 for 2 with a K. Let's make it 1 for 3, baby. Feels much better to be up 5-0 than being down 5-0. Let me tell you. We went through some struggles earlier in the season, and you know, we can't relax. We have to keep our foot on the gas. You know, but again, did you take a look at the schedule and reflect on who we play? We literally could win every game this month. I mean, the toughest series is going to be the Rangers, but other than that, like, everything is like very winnable. We got Angels. We got the Athletics. Royals are going to be a little tough. White Sox, right? Rangers. Oh, and then we got the Guardians. Never mind. And then we got Miami, Tampa Bay, and then Minnesota. We have problems with Minnesota, so let me take that back. I didn't think that we played them. I thought we played them in July. So we're going to have a few tough series. KC, the Rangers, the Guardians, and Minnesota. But if we can end up winning like 2 out of 3, 3 out of 4 will be just fine. And then there will be a couple options for potential sweeps, like this Angel series, the Athletic series, and the White Sox series. So, as well as Miami Marlins. But again, Guardians, Twins, Rangers, Royals. But if we can get some good run production, we might be able to surprise some people. Plus, we need to give some of those teams payback from earlier in the year, like the Guardians and the Twins. I haven't forgotten. So. Pitch inside to Mitch Haniga, 1-1 count. Bottom of the 5th, 5-0 Mariners. Runner at first, 2 away. Fulmer on the mound, Mitch Haniger in the box. Let's go, Mitch. Pitch is low. Into the dirt, 2-1 count. Lauren with the like and the share on the Twitter/X. Appreciate that. Big swing and a miss, 2-2 count. Still need one more person to smash the like button for us to get to 20. Someone on the Twitter/X side to hop over to the YouTube side, or someone that hasn't done it yet that's in the room now. One more to hit the goal. Pitch is low and into the dirt from Fulmer to Haniger. Count is full, 3-2 count. Come on, Hanny. Go M's. Get that walk in. I appreciate you. Thank you for your support. And hopefully we're still up 5-0 when you get back. Or we're, up by more. There we go. Consecutive walks there. That's a good question, Jacob. I mean, if you have like the MLB package, it really won't matter where you live. Obviously different than being like on MLB Network. But I don't think it's a nationally broadcast game like this one is today, since this one's on Fox or whatever. So I think that we're on Root Sports tomorrow, just for local fans here in Oregon and Washington. But if you have a streaming link, then you can use that, and then it doesn't matter where you live, and you can watch any game. If you need that streaming link to watch games, for any team in any area, you can message me on Instagram or Twitter if you follow me there, and I can send you the link. And then you can watch games at any given point, any given time. Doesn't matter what time zone you're in, doesn't matter what part of the country you're in, and you can end up watching it. So if you want something like that, message me and I'll tell you where to go. Pitch is outside, 3-1 count. Appreciate you, Reflect. Good defense there by the Angels in the outfield. End of the 5th inning, 5-0 Mariners. See who's up here for the Angels. I got to go check up on my pup real quick, make sure she's doing okay. Leading off for the Angels in the top of the 6th, 1 for 2, second baseman Luis Rengifo. Batting second, 1 for 2 with a K, center fielder Mickey Moniak. And batting third, 0 for 2 with 2 Ks, left fielder Taylor Ward. All right, give me a quick sec. I'm going to go hop into the living room to see if Paisley is just laying down on the couch, just relaxing. Give me one sec. All right, I'm back. Paisley's doing great. Chilling on the couch, relaxing. Keep it moving, baby. Top of the 6. 5-0 Mariners. Rengifo. There we go. Lined out to Haniger. One away. One away. Next up for the Angels center fielder, Mickey Moniak. 1 for 2 with a double in the 3rd. First pitch to Mickey Mo. Chop that one foul. 0-1 count. Let's go, baby. Keep pouring it on. And then I'll be live tomorrow at 1 o'clock Pacific for the last game in the set between the Angels and the Mariners. And it'll be Canning versus Castillo tomorrow. And I'll watch a little NASCAR Cup Series. Xfinity Series was in Oregon today, Portland International Raceway. Watched a little bit of it this morning. And then I think that the trucks, when I was initially trying to watch it earlier today, there was a big rain delay. So I don't even know if that race has gotten started. And hopefully there's not a lot of rain tomorrow for the NASCAR Cup Series. But we're in that time of year where you're going to get delays, and sometimes the rain and the storms that come through, or they have these NASCAR races where sometimes we'll have to wait an hour, 2 hours, 5 hours, and sometimes they have to push it out to the next day. Hopefully that doesn't happen tomorrow. 2-2 pitch. Popped foul by Mickey Mo. Top of the 6, 5-0 Mariners. Yeah, I think they did 3 separate locations for what? Did they? Is it Xfinity? It was the Xfinity race in the same location as the Cup race, or did they do 3 separate locations this weekend? Because obviously one of them was obviously Portland International Raceway. I believe that was the Xfinity race. Then the trucks, I think, was somewhere else. And then NASCAR Cup is somewhere totally else as well. So I think it's 3 separate locations, but a lot of times it'll be the same spot, right, for all 3 races. But no rain. That's good. 2 away. Let's go, baby. 9 Ks for Bryce Miller. Nice job, Bryce. Next up in the box, Taylor Ward. Top of the 6, 5-0 Mariners. Ward is 0 for 2 so far tonight. All right. Xfinity was in Portland, then the trucks, and then the NASCAR race. Did the trucks complete? Did they complete the race, or did they delay it till tomorrow for like a doubleheader? You know? I haven't been able to take a peek at, like the hockey scores or the baseball scores or that since I've been doing this. So, what's the score of the hockey matchup? Pitch is inside for a ball, 2-1 count. Two-one pitch. Pitch is outside, 3-1 count. Nine Ks for Bryce Miller. What a day. Everything coming together. Pitching, hitting, grand salami. Haniger, back to the warning track. There we go. 3 up and 3 down. Let's go to the bottom of the 6th inning. 5-0 Mariners. Awesome. What a day. Next up for the Mariners, 0 for 1 with a run and a base-off ball. Left fielder, Luke Raley. Batting second, 0 for 0 with 2 runs and 2 walks. Second baseman, Ryan Bliss. And batting third at the top of the order, 1 for 2 with a run, 4 RBIs, a base on ball, and guess what? A grand salami. It's J.P. Crawford. Let's go. Way to bring that electricity in the lineup, JP. Fuck yeah. One zero. Yeah, they're up 3-2, right? If they win this, they move on. 1-0 after 1. Florida's the better team in my opinion, compared to the two. Not that the Rangers are ass, because if you make it to the Final Four, you got there for a reason. But I think I give a slight edge to Florida with Sergei Bobrovsky obviously in net. I think that's kind of like a little advantage there. But some games Sergei will be great. Some games he'll get a little roughed up. But if we're going on a 7-game series, I think I would trust him more than anyone that New York has in net. So, but we'll see what happens. It's still early. Let me take a look at the scores here real quick. Let me get caught up into the sports world. When's the next WWE pay-per-view? I'm ready for another one. All right, Reds, Cubs, 0-0 rain delay. Phillies 4, Cardinals 1 in the top of the 7th. And then we got final scores. Pirates 8, Blue Jays 1. Orioles 9, Rays 5. Diamondbacks 5, Mets 5. Brewers 4, White Sox 3 and 10. Red Sox 6, Tigers 3. Astros 5, Twins 2. Athletics 11, Braves 9. Wow. Padres 7, Royals 3, Rangers 7, Marlins 0, Guardians 3, Nats 2, and then we got 2 games left. We got Yankees, Giants, and Rockies, Dodgers at 7. And like Sarah mentioned, Panthers 1, Rangers 0, end of the first period with 2 periods to go. And if Florida hangs on, they will be the first team in the Stanley Cup final. Clash at the Castle. Woo! Drew McIntyre, give him the belt, baby. The energy will be awesome in that one. You bet your ass I'll be doing that pay-per-view. So what time is that one going to be potentially? Is that going to be like a 10 a.m. Pacific start for me again? Or is it going to be earlier? Go, baby. 3-0 count to Luke Raley. Pitch in the zone for a strike. Back. Gone! Luke Raley with a solo dinger, baby. Let's go. Luke Rayleigh with a solo dinger. 6-0 Mariners. Let's go, Luke. Hell yeah. Way to bring that electricity, Luke Rayleigh. On that 3-1 pitch, baby. Everything is just going all Seattle today. Love it. Next up, second baseman, Ryan Bliss. 2 walks, 2 stolen bags. Let's go, baby. Trident's up, baby. Man, utter domination today. 11 a.m. Pacific. Oh, that's not bad. I was just hoping if it wasn't any earlier than 10 a.m. You know, obviously that means I got to wake up extra early, get Paisley a 45-minute walk. I got to feed her, make sure she's got plenty of fluids, do all that. So 11 a.m. will be perfect. Bliss pops that one foul. 1-2 count. Let's go, Ryan. Six 6-13 when we don't hit a homer, but when we do, our record is insane. Also, we're like 23-0 after leading after 7 innings. Like, once we lead, we don't give up, especially with the way Andres Munoz has been pitching this year. And I didn't really like at first, getting rid of Paul Sewald, but now after seeing what Hollywood Josh Rojas is doing, right? What we're getting out of him, what we're getting out of Dominic Canzone, and now we have new Ryan Bliss. Safe to say that we won that trade, and even though I still miss Paul Sewald, Munoz has filled the role perfectly. One of the best closers, not only in the American League, but overall. Nice foul ball for Ryan Bliss into that 5th row. Three-two count to Bliss. Come on, baby. Take the walk. Bliss has got good eyes. He doesn't really chase, and that's nice when you see a new player come in that's patient. Bliss with a hit. Yes. His very first base hit in the majors. It took him like his 3rd game, to get that first hit. There we go. Get him that baseball. Hopefully they stop the play right now and get him that baseball and make sure he can take that one home. There we go. They grabbed it. Good. Hell yeah. Ryan Bliss, his first Major League Baseball hit. There we go. Yes. Nice job, baby. Next up for the Mariners shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Nice job, Ryan. I love it, seeing new guys come up and, being successful. Fuck yeah. Come on, JP. Bottom of the 6-0 Mariners. Runner at first, Ryan Bliss with no outs. Let's keep pouring it on, baby. Definitely getting a little out of hand for Angel fans. I imagine most of them turned it off already. Probably hard to stomach, no Shohei Ohtani, no Mike Trout, and for many, many years, that's what it was about for Angel baseball. But now you have neither, and it is a little rough watch, especially if you're, anticipating, them being somewhat relevant. But when you don't got Ohtani and you don't got Mike Trout, I mean, what do you expect? It's going to get ugly. Especially if the pitching isn't there either. Come on, JP. Popped up. Should be a routine play here. Back to the warning track. Bliss tagging up. Safe! This guy's a fucking monster at stealing bags and tagging up. Uh-oh, hopefully he's not hurt. He slid into second really hard. Oh, I hope he's not injured. Hope he didn't jam his his neck or his hand into the bag. But it was a tag up from first, and it was just, back into the outfield there. But he's got that speed. Wow, look at his speed. Incredible. Jammed his arm a little bit there, but I like the effort. Hopefully he's all right. But that's a hustle play. You want to be able to see hustle plays out of these new Mariners. And I know he's got the adrenaline flowing through the veins after getting that first base hit in the Major League Baseball after his third or fourth game played. He's got some walks and he's gotten some stolen bags, but finally he got his first hit. And he's going to become a Mariner favorite, just based off his effort alone. And again, I think anyone that shows effort like that, it's hard not to root for a guy like that. Nice job by Ryan Bliss. Speedy. Another pitching change. I love seeing young guys develop, baby. Hell yeah. Next up for the Mariners, 0 for 3 with 2 Ks. It's Demo Dylan Moore. Let's go. Contreras relieved Fulmer. How many pitchers are they on? This is their third. Detmers, Fulmer, Contreras. Bryce Miller had himself a great game. Best game he's had in a minute. 6 innings pitched, 3 hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, 9 Ks, and got 6 runs of support, which is going to end up getting him the victory, and he'll end up being 5-5. And his ERA is down from 3.48 to 3.18. I love it. Unless the Angels can make a huge rally here late, but chances are we're going to come up with this victory. Let's go, baby. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Help your boy out. Smash that like button so we can get to 20. We'll need one more like to hit the goal. There we go. Thank you, whoever that was. We're at 20 now. Try to get to 30 before the stream ends. Got 3 innings to get 5 or 10 more if possible. Pitches outside. 1-1 count. Let's go, Demo. One pitch from Contreras to Moore. Check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. 2-1 count. Yeah, it's been nice to be able to see the light column go up higher than 20, hitting 30, 40, 50 with limited people in the room. So, but for us to be able to get like 80 to 100, we're going to need over 1,000 people, watching. Oh, that one hit Demo. Shit. Almost hit him in the face. But once we get to a point where we can start hitting over 1,000 to 1,200, that's when we're going to start hitting 80 to 100 likes per stream. So we still got a little ways to go. But to go from 200 to 300, 400 to 500, and then 500 to 600, it's definitely helping. Got to keep grinding it out. And also it helps when the Mariners are playing well and they're a good team. If the Mariners were dog shit, then the numbers would probably be pretty stationary. But the better that the Mariners do, you'll get more people hopping onto YouTube to see what the hype is about. Next up for the Mariners, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. Pitch is inside. 1-0 count. Pitch. Pitch is outside. 2-0 count. We might get to. Woo! Let's go. 7-0 Mariners. Let's go. I was about to say we're about to get to fucking 10 runs. Like normally we have a very difficult time just getting to 5. But once we get past 5, there's a good chance that we can end up getting 7, 8, 9, 10. Shallow blooper by Julio. And Bliss is going to come home from second base. There we go. 7-0 Mariners. Nice job, Julio. Nice job, JP. Nice job, Ryan fucking Bliss. My guy. Nice job. Mariner Moose in the building. 7-0 Mariners. And we don't get wins like this often, so it feels good. And I know for outsiders that are watching this, it can get boring. One team just beating the shit out of someone else. But once you get beat up like this, you really cherish these type of victories, especially when you get your ass kicked 7-0. It's always nice to return the favor and get up 7-0 on a team. Nice job, Julio. That's my guy. Next up, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Go, Cal. Yeah, Phillies are tough. I mean, you got Dodgers, you got Braves, but now with the Braves, with no Ronald Acuna Jr. and Spencer Strider out for the year, that whole World Series, champion type of talk has died down quite a bit. And they'll probably still end up making the playoffs, no doubt about that. But they're definitely not going to be the strongest team in the National League, more than likely, when we go into the playoff push in October. Chances are it'll be the Dodgers, the Phillies, and maybe even another surprise team that kind of comes out of nowhere. Tough for Braves fans, for sure. But for the Phillies, normally they are kind of slow and they struggle at first and then they get hot late. This is like the first year in many, many years where they came out of the gates just guns a-blazing. And we'll see if they start fast and finish slow, or if they're just going to start fast and finish, on a high-end level. And who knows? We'll see what happens this season in the National League. And we still got Rangers, Mariners, Orioles, and Yankees kind of setting the tone for the American League, as well as the Guardians and the Royals. Cal? Go, go, go! Go, Julio! 9-0 Mariners. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Awesome. Hell yeah. Cal, nice little single there to right field. Drives in not one, but two, baby. Next up, first baseman Ty France. I mean, the way this game is going, we might actually score the most runs in 2024 tonight. Perfect turn for Julio. Great speed right there by Julio Rodriguez. Trident's up, baby. Fuck yes. JP 1 for 3. Julio 3 for 4. Cal Raleigh 1 for 4. Haniger 1 for 2. Rayleigh 1 for 2. Bliss 1 for 1. We just need Garver and France and Demo to get a hit, and then every one of the team will have at least one. All right, come on, Ty. You were the one that was the hero last night, and he's starting to get into a groove. Early in the season, he was, not looking too hot, but within the last maybe month, he's really ramped it up. And it's nice to see. He's playing like the all-star Ty France. When Ty and Julio went to the all-star game when Julio was a rookie in 2022, Ty is looking like that type of player. Maybe not so much tonight, but in the last, 10, 12 games, there's definitely has been a switch that has flipped, and it's nice to see. I hate seeing guys struggle, especially when they have talent. Let's go, Ty. Bottom of the 6, 1 out, 9-0 Mariners. This one's getting out of hand, but for Mariner fans, we love it. Pitch is outside, 2-1 count. Come on, Ty. Ooh, Ty crushed that one, but I think it's going to stay in play. Back to the warning track. 2 away. Cal tags up from second to third. He's like, I got a big dumper, but it don't matter. I'm going to make it, and he does. Nice job, Cal. Cal and Ty France both lost weight in the offseason, and nice base running by Cal Raleigh. If this was a couple years ago, I don't know if he makes it from second to third, but there you go. Got both warming up in the bullpen. Next up for the Mariners, right fielder, Mitch Haniga. Let's go, Mitch. Like, sub, donate, comment, share, help your boy out. Top 5 catcher in baseball, Cal Raleigh. Leadership, switch hitter, and defensively. And that's what I was really hoping for. And that's why Cal, is my favorite player on the team other than Julio. Like, I like a lot of players. I like JP and I like the pitching staff that we have. But definitely Julio and Cal are my 2 favorite. Big swing and a miss for Haniger, behind the count 0-2. Plus, catchers are so underrated. It's like offensive linemen, and I think that's why I like catchers so much. They are the guy that never gets recognition, never gets credit, and again, it's not like we have a lot of, Buster Posies and Pudge Rodriguez and Mike Piazza's just, left and right. I mean, there's not a lot of really amazing catchers that are in baseball nowadays. So when you have a good one, it definitely is something that people notice. Trident's up, baby. 9-0 Mariners. End of the 6th inning. Let's go to the top of the 7th. Angel fans are just waiting for tomorrow. Angel fans are just ready to get away from the Mariners. Going into the game, Angel fans were like this. Now they're like this. Or they're not even watching the game. Probably turned the game off about a half hour ago after that grand salami by JP. I don't blame them. Next up, 1 for 2. First baseman in the cleanup hitter role, Willie Calhoun. Batting second this inning, 0 for 2. DHing tonight for Los Angeles, Kevin Pillar. And batting third, 0 for 1. Catching tonight for the Angels, Matt Theis. Let's go, Mariners. Both is coming in. All right, final stat line for Bryce Miller, 6 innings pitch, 3 hits, 0 earned runs, 1 walk, 9 Ks. Fucking beautiful. Nice job, Bryce. You're starting to let me have a little bit more confidence in you. Way to bring that electricity. And like I mentioned on every stream multiple times, make sure you're taking care of your mental health. Addiction, depression, anxiety, these are things that a lot of us go through on the daily or have gone through in the past. So if you feel like you're slipping into the darkness a little bit, make some adjustments to your daily routine. Exercise, eat better, cut back on drinking, right? Cut back on the booze a little bit, right? Exercise, listen to music, hang out with friends. If you end up making these minor adjustments to your daily routine, it'll help you win the day. Willie Calhoun in the box. We're in the top of the 7th. It's a shellacking, 9-0 Mariners. Pitch in there for a strike. Jonathan Clase is now in left field. Giving Luke Raley a breather. Oh, sorry to hear that. Is that because of the migraines or is that something else? Obviously just being sleep deprived and having a hard time with sleep. Popped up to Clase. There we go, 1 away. Haniger is out, and Raley goes from left field to right field. Next up for the Angels, Kevin Pillar. 0 for 2. Let's make it 0 for 3, baby. Let's go, baby. Finish strong, Mariners. I want a shutout bad. I don't know if we're going to be able to get it, but I want us to get to double digits, right? Because we normally never get to this type of position, but I would love 10 to 13 runs and for us to be able to get them at a donut and a 0. I mean, of course, we're going to win the game, it looks like, but I'm hoping, I guess if we give up a run, we give up a run, but I would love to be able to give a shutout here. Migraines. Oh, okay, I got you. Prayers up to your mind and the body. Like I said, no one understands what you go through on a daily basis, and I pray for you. I hope things get a little bit easier for you as life goes on for you. Top of the 7th, 9-0 Mariners. 1 out. 1-2 pitch from both to Pillar. Popped up. Should be a routine play. There it is. 2 away. Oh, they have the lung infection, bronchitis. That sucks. Next up for the Angels, catcher today, Matt Theis. 0 for 1 with a walk in the 2nd, batting .233, 1 homer, 5 ribbies with an OPS of .712. He's outside, 1-0 count. Let his message reflect the score. Obviously on his walk, he was shocked. Pitches inside, 2-0 count. Come on, both. I mean, I don't want to have some shitty bullpen come in here and then all of a sudden when we're up 9-0 and we end up winning like 9-6. Like, I want us to make sure we put the foot on the gas and we try to do everything in our power to get a shutout here. We're not going to have this type of opportunity often, and again, we want to capitalize on these moments. Pitch in there for a strike, 2-1 count. So is the migraine that you get the most severe migraine that's out there? Like the number one, top migraine that's out there? You're the one that gets that, right? I would assume based on what you've told me, it would be shocking if you don't get the number one, because it sounds like you've been in a lot of pain and a lot of adjustments have to be made in your daily routine. You have to know, certain triggers. You have to understand, what lighting does, and certain things that are gonna do that are gonna prevent maybe a migraine from starting. Top of the 7th, 9-0 Mariners, 2 outs, 3-2 pitch from both the Thais. Wow, that's not a stat that normal people would want to be a part of, but I'll be praying for you that hopefully that will get better, as life goes on for you. No one understands. Especially, if it ends up lasting a long period of time, like you mentioned to me yesterday. So, wow, is there something like similar to like an EpiPen that people use when they end up ODing or whatnot to help them like regain consciousness when they have a situation like yours? Is there something like that, like an EpiPen that can be used? Some type of medicine or something that can help the body? Go to the bottom of the 7th inning, 9-0 Mariners. I need to get a drink here real quick. Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. Next up for the Mariners, 0 for 3 with a K, DHing for Seattle, Mitch Garver. Batting second, 1 for 2 with 2 runs, RBI, and a base on ball, left fielder, now right fielder, Luke Raley. And batting third this inning, second baseman, Ryan Bliss. All right, let me go get a drink here real quick. Bottom of the 7th, 9-0 Mariners. In the box for Seattle, Mitch Garver. Come on, baby. Garv with a little chopper towards first. 1 away. Next up for the Mariners, left fielder, now playing right fielder with Haniger out of the game, Luke Raley. There we go, 2 away. Next up for the Mariners, Ryan Bliss. One for one, 2 walks, a single, 3 runs, and 2 stolen bags. What a day for Ryan Bliss. Takes a pitch right down the middle for a strike. 0-1 count. Yeah, Garv and Polo have stunk for us, but again, at least Luke Raley, 1 out of 3, and again, the emergence of Hollywood Josh Rojas and Dylan Moore has made up for, Polo not being good and Garv not being good either. So And also we have the ability to bring guys up, from single A, double A, triple A. So throw to first, got him. All right, we're going to go to the top of the 8th. Next up for the Angels, 0 for 2 with 2 Ks, had a grand salami last night, right fielder Joe Adele. Batting second in the top of the 8th, 0 for 2 with 2 Ks, shortstop Zach Neto. And batting third, 0 for 2 with a K, third baseman Luis Guillerme. Hopefully we get the sweep tomorrow. But we do play at 1 o'clock, but it's better than playing at 9 or 10 a.m. So I think that the Mariners will have a shot to actually play halfway decent tomorrow. I'm going to be crossing my fingers. Luis Castillo is on the mound, but we're probably going to have to put up 5 runs and 7 to 10 hits tomorrow to win. I mean, unless we get lucky and win like a 3-1 matchup or something like that. But I'm really hoping that we can get the brooms out. Wow, Panthers 1, Rangers 0 still. I figured there would be at least another goal by either New York or Florida. Crowds are rocking. The NASCAR Cup Series is going to be on around the same time. That'll be on at 12:30 tomorrow. All right, they're making some adjustments and putting in some of the bench guys to get some playing time in here. Moving Luke Raley over, Jonathan Clase in there, getting Sebi Zavala some playing time. Now Bowman is coming in. Bowman was a good pickup for us from the Orioles there. And I love this new promotion that the Mariners are doing. They give away hot dogs, right? But they do it with obviously a little parachute. So they're at the top of the stadium and then they have parachutes attached to the hot dogs. What a smart promotion. I think other teams are going to copy Seattle once they start seeing the enjoyment of the fans. Because, I mean, if you're at a game, unless you're like Megan and like you're a vegan, then the hot dog is a no-no. But for a lot of people, when they go to the game, eating a hot dog is one of those things that if you're not a vegan, you really look forward to eating at least one when you go to the game. And to be able to throw them out with these little mini Seattle Mariner parachutes down into the crowd as they float down into the 100 level and the 200 level, very cool. When I end up going to the game on July 4th against the Orioles, I'm definitely going to be trying to get one. And we're going to be sitting pretty close, though, in like the 10th row off first base. So, but getting a foul ball and getting a hot dog, obviously, that gets thrown into the crowd, I'm definitely going to be trying to get one. Free hot dog for your boy? Yes, please. But I imagine it doesn't have any condiments in there unless it has the, ketchup and mustard and other condiments inside. So there we go. One away. Yeah, Dodger dogs. And plus, they have a vendor outside of the stadium that has the best ones. The Ichiro dog, the Griffey dog, where you can get a drink, a hot dog that is the size of like 3 hot dogs and like unlimited toppings. And you can get all of that for like $6, $7. You get chips, a drink, and like a hot dog that is, the size of 2 or 3. And they have different toppings that go with it, depending on if you get the Ichiro or the Griffey. And I ended up trying that out last year, and it was fucking amazing. Because again, you can get like a little normal hot dog with like no toppings, and you're going to be paying like $10 or $11 inside the stadium. So you might as well get a really good one, before you actually go into the game. Popped up to the warning track. There we go, 2 away. Zach Neto pop up and flies out. Next up for the Angels, third baseman Luis Guillorme. I mean, I love toppings too, and there's, everyone has their own, way they can go about it. You can do standard hot dog, good, ketchup and mustard or one or the other, good. You could put grilled onions on there, good. It just kind of depends on what flavors you like and what foods you like to add on. Sometimes people like to put chili on there to do a little version of the chili dog, good. But I guess it just depends if you're a hot dog connoisseur and you like toppings or if you don't. So for me, there is no wrong answer when it comes to hot dogs. I'll have to go back and look through the list, but there's like the guy, they have like a website, it's like a food truck, and they have like each one is different and whatnot, but I couldn't even tell you off the top of my head because they had so many different options. And but like I said, they're always a line at this particular vendor, and again, the prices are super affordable, and they give you more for your money at this location there. If I ever end up finding it, I'll let you know, but I can't tell you off the top of my head. Oh, you can't have ketchup allergic? That's tough. But again, every time when we end up going there, I'll try to, usually I'll do like the Nashville hot chicken place, the Sisters and Brothers, we go there. But usually we'll get food at the ballpark as well, whether it be a nacho helmet, soda or beer, or if we do the hot dog thing, or maybe my buddy wants to try like pizza or whatever. But normally we try to get food, beforehand, so we don't spend as much money when we're in the ballpark. We can spend the money on like memorabilia, like a T-shirt, a hoodie, something like that. I'd rather spend money like that than rather on food. But it's kind of a kind of camaraderie, a part of the game when you end up getting some kind of food or beverage when you're there. I've never had a bad meal at a Mariner game, so. Rengifo, see you later. 3 up and 3 down. Go to the bottom of the 8th inning, 9-0 Mariners. See if we get a little bit more insurance here. See if we can get it to double digits. Leading off for the Mariners, 1 for 3 with a run, RBI, 4 RBIs and a baseball ball with a grand salami, J.P. Crawford. Batting second, 0 for 3 with a run and 2 Ks, third baseman, it's Demo, Dylan Moore. And batting third, coming in for Julio, Dominic Canzone. Let's go. Third and down. We're at 20 likes. If anyone at 21, if we have 4 more likes to get to 25. If you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. And if you're watching on the Twitter/X side, hop on over to the YouTube side, smash that like button for your boy to help us out with the algorithm and the metrics. We got 32 people watching, even though the game is 9-0. Appreciate that. Yeah, last time I went to Lumen, I went with my buddy Justin, one of my best friends, and we went to a Broncos-Seahawks preseason game where we had like third-row seats behind the Bronco bench when Von Miller was still on the team. And then we went to a Mariner game the next day and then had like 10th-row seats off first base. And, yeah, we definitely drank a lot and ate a lot on that particular weekend. It was a lot of fun. And we gained a couple subs here again, which is great. 3 more subs. That's awesome. Now we only need 68 to get to 20,300. I like that. It's like it took a little while, to be able to find the right type of content, for us to be able to start gaining the ground that I need. And thank God the Mariners, are starting to live up to the potential of the team that they could be. And, I've obviously worked very hard to be able to get to this point, and it's just nice to be able to, see the subs starting to come in now. Throw to first, one away. There goes JP. Let's go, Demo. There we go. Nice hit by Demo. Little bloop single. We'll take that. He gets off the schneid. Nice job, Demo, going 1 for 4. That's a lot better than 0 for 4. Nice job, Dylan. And next up for Julio Rodriguez, Dominic Canzone. Go, Dom. Awesome. Sean Alexander, what a beast. Now the Angels are down by 9. They don't even have a pitcher in. They have a positional player playing pitcher now, Cole Tucker. And I guess that's how it goes. I mean, I know the Mariners have done that in the past where, they got themselves into a kind of a jam and they didn't want to use any more regular pitchers, so they just ended up throwing a positional player in there. I've even seen Ichiro, pitch a few times, obviously on the Mariners and the Marlins, so Yankees. Three-one count to Dominic Canzone. Tucker's got some nice hair, though. Pitch in there for a strike, 3-2 count. And he walked him. Yeah, I saw a picture of her on my timeline with him on there. The Imprego. Ron Washington's looking down at the scorecard, like thinking about what the hell am I going to eat for dinner tonight? Did this game just end? 9-0. That's tough. We got runners at first and second. Little dribbler. Force out to third. Throw to first for the double play, and they got it. So it doesn't look like we're going to end up getting double digits, but 9-0 is pretty amazing. Let's go to the top of the ninth. See if we can just finish this game. Only 4 hits total for the Angels. 9 runs and 9 hits by the Mariners. Love that. See who is up here for the Angels for their last ditch attempt. All they got to do is get 9 runs in the ninth and they can tie the game up. 10 to win. Easy. Next up for the Angels, 1 for 2 with 2 Ks. Center fielder, Mickey Moniak. Batting second, 0 for 3 with 2 Ks. Left fielder, Taylor Ward. And batting third, 1 for 3, first baseman, Willie Calhoun. Let's see who the Mariners are bringing in. Is it going to be a Bowman? Still, is it going to be Stanek? It's not going to be Andres Munoz because he pitched last night. There would be no reason for him to come in. Kirby Snead coming in. All right, Kirby. Let's go, Mariners. 3 up, 3 down, end this game. Yeah, great environment when you go to Lumen. .70 degrees here in Oregon. Beautiful. Ready to take Paisley on a victory walk here. All right, we need 4 more likes to be able to get 25, baby. Yeah, I saw that this morning, and I was going to message Elliot, but I didn't want to be a dick. I already know he's already crushed by that news, so I wouldn't have done it in like a make fun type of malicious way. I would have just, but again, when you end up having something like that and, the person cares about the players, they've already seen all the news. They don't need me, sending them a fucking message about, hey, I saw that your players are fucking injured, So I'll just, we'll probably talk about it when he hops in, like shitty luck with the injuries and whatnot. So, and I know what that's about. I mean, anyone that's a hardcore sport fan, everyone knows, what it feels like to lose some of your studs that you really love on the team, and either it's season ending or it's going to be an extended period of time. Not fun at all. Hopefully they, will be somewhat healthy sooner than later. They're not season-ending injuries, though, are they? I didn't read the full report, but I did see it on my timeline for both of those pitchers. All right, we're in the top of the ninth. 9-0 Marinez. 0-2 pitch from Kirby Sneed to Mickey Moniak. Pitches outside. 1-2 count. Popped up. Just foul. Count remains 1-2. Mickey Mo grounding out to the pitcher. 1 away. Now Paris is coming in. Giving Taylor Ward a little bit of a break. Nice little flip by Kirby Sneed. 1 away. Kyron Paris in the box. Get a better one of Kyron. That one didn't fit the screen, so I gotta get one that does. Gotta keep working all the way through. There he is. That's a good one. I'm gonna keep that one for the future. Paris, big swing and a miss, struck him out. At least I got it before he ended up getting struck out. All right, Kyron, join the party here. Now you get to go into the Angels folder. Boom, there you go. Gotta delete that other one that's too small. All right, here we go. All right, last potential batter for the Angels, 1 for 3 with a single in the second, Willie Calhoun. 9-0 Mariners. Chopper towards first, foul, behind in the count 0-2. 1 strike away from a victory here. Let's go, baby. Pitch is outside. Two one count, or 1-2 count. Pitch is low and outside, 2-2 count. Two pitch. Oh, Calhoun with a little bloop single. Unbelievable. They're trying to rally. Next up for the Angels, 0 for 3, DHing for Los Angeles, Kevin Pillar. All they need is 10 runs and they can win this game. Easy. Strike right down the middle. 0-1 count. Pitch is low. 1-1 count. Come on, Mariners. Finish this fucking game. One hitter to another hitter. Come on. Come on, Kirby Snead, you bum. One count. I think they are. I mean, the way that it's going right now, they're doing everything in their power to try to get at least one. 9-1's a hell of a lot better than 9-0. I mean, you're getting your ass kicked, but right underneath J.P. Crawford, runners on first and second now. Unbelievable. End this goddamn game. A couple cheap hits here late. Back-to-back singles for the Angels. Next up, catcher, Matt Thaiss. It better not be a 3-run homer. I'm going to be super pissed. End this game, damn it. Yeah, but they're not going to throw Munoz in this scenario after he pitched last night. We got to save him potentially for tomorrow. So, anytime you get into a situation like this, you want to make sure that your closer is going to be fresh, and it's going to be in those moments that you really need him, not necessarily in games that are 9-0, but I guarantee that he would have got out of this a lot faster than fucking Kirby Snead. Top of the ninth, 2 outs, runners at first and second, back-to-back singles, 9-0 Mariners. Kirby Snead, 21 pitches in, can't fucking get anybody out. Come on. There's a strike, 2-1 count. Come on, Marinez. Well, Munoz is one of the best closers in baseball, not just in the American League, so none of the guys that we have are on his level. He's top 5 closer this year, maybe top 3. His numbers are ridiculous. All right, 2-2 count. Top foul. Count remains 2-2. Come on, baby. There we go. Thaiss grounded out to first. Finally. The Mariners win. Hell yeah. Took them a while, but at least they got it. And when the Mariners win, what do? We dance. Mariners win. Mariners win. Mariners win. Final score: Seattle Mariners 9, Los Angeles Angels 0. A shutout for Seattle. Fuck yeah. Let's go. Well, shout out to all the people that donated, commented, shared. I appreciate all of y'all. I'll be live tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific for the last matchup, the rubber match between the Angels and the Mariners. I hope everyone has a fantastic Saturday night. And again, a great weekend. I'll be watching NASCAR Cup Series tomorrow as well. That'll be on at 12:30, but we will be live at 1 tomorrow for Angels-Mariners game number 3. And again, if you're just coming in, final score, Mariners 9, Angels 0. Mariners win. Mariners win. Mariners win. Let's go, baby. And again, I got one question for you. Who you know talk sports like us? Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, and I'm out. Bang.